Hey YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Before we get started, my price of admission. Like, subscribe, and that bell notification below. You guys are watching my videos, but you're all not sub yet. So let me help you by helping me out here and give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, we got those few seconds out the way. We don't do long intros, except for my live streams. Today's video, we're coming back to the late, great Kevin Samuels. In this video here, he was talking to a single mother regarding the importance of her kids and why her baby daddy wasn't good enough. So let's get to the video. We're going to let Kevin cook and we're going to try to make this make sense.
My question is, why are you shaming women who...
Shaming?
Lewis, what you're not going to do is what you just attempted to do.
Oh, wow.
I said it a bit first and I'll say it again. I'll be nice to you if you're nice to me. But if all you can use is shaming language and these kind of things, I'll bid you a good night. You either have a conversation like a reasonable adult or you go elsewhere. Now, you can unmute yourself and attempt to do this one more again. I do not accept you coming in here saying, shaming this. No, ma'am. Nope. No, ma'am. So what you're going to do is you're going to be respectful of what, look, man, I'm having to raise my voice. I have pleasant conversation with everybody else. And because you may be in your feelings a little upset, I'm not shaming anything. There are 5,000 people who watched it. So what is your issue? Well, thank you.
Well, it makes me feel like that it's making women feel shameful that they had kids by a man and that wasn't their plan for life. Like that's not their life.
Excuse me. So see, hold on. This is how old are you?
I'm 30.
No child gets born that a woman did not want to bring to this world.
Mm-hmm.
So to say that I'm making them feel shameful for a choice they made, no. You choose to be a parent that has consequences.
I don't think choosing to be a parent is a negative thing. And
I never said it was a negative thing. I just said it has consequences.
I think with everything in life has consequences.
But choosing to be a parent, okay. But see, what you came on here trying to do is you telling women that having a child that they didn't plan or the life didn't work is shameful. Man, life is about
No, you
choice.
didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
Well, because
I was
first,
there.
you're not going to talk over me. When you come in here telling me that it's shameful what I'm doing, you can say what you have to say. You have 20 seconds, but be respectful.
I'm not saying that what you're saying is shameful. I'm saying it will make a woman feel shameful that you're saying that because they have a kid, there's no future in that for them. They can't find it. They're not going to be able to be married or get a husband or anything.
Oh, that's not what I said. But I mean, but let me make it real clear. We do need to bring shame back because ladies. Well, because here's the thing. I talk about a certain caliber of man, and these men don't want children from another man. Ma'am, do you not think? Okay, do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
You have a son?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so your son makes something of himself. He becomes an attorney, a well-regarded attorney, 35 years old. You want him? You think that he should bring home a woman with 3 kids by 2 different dudes?
I think he should bring home a woman who he loves.
No. See, you didn't answer. No. See,
yes,
see,
I think.
No. See, no. I didn't even get the question out of my mouth before you decide. See, you know what? I'll let you go ahead. You think
Before she continues here, and Ken, now let that cook for a second. You see how she is very emotional because she is clearly a single mother. And whenever women hear things that may apply to them, they take it so personally. It doesn't make them feel good. But what did Kevin Samuels say about bringing shame back? Yes. What do we always talk about here in these spaces, in the red pill community? It's better to marry before you carry. Because women, if you become a single mother, you have basically eliminated so many men who could be your companion, your partner, your future husband in the future. But men look at single mothers as playthings a lot of times, as RUO, recreational use only. But women do not want to accept that. They feel that their mistakes were in the past and they shouldn't carry on into the future. But what Kevin is trying to say is that you need to be shamed just like anybody else who makes mistakes, because your past is regarding your present and will impact your future. So let's continue and see what else is going to happen here now.
you think he should do what?
I think he should bring home whoever he please, whoever he's happy with.
Really?
Right.
Just because a woman
Right.
doesn't have a kid doesn't mean that you're going to be happy with her.
Ma'am, where's
Before Kevin kicks in here, you see she's speaking like this because this is her situation. If she wanted to be really honest, and when her son become of marrying age, and he said, hey, look, mom, here's my future wife. And then she had 3 kids by 2 different men. You best believe that she's like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you bringing this girl in this house here? You had to pick a woman who has all these kids by different men. She is saying what she's saying because she is single, and that impacts her and her dating life. And the reason why she called into Kevin Samuels' show. So she's not speaking honestly about her son. She's speaking about her circumstances. Let's continue.
where's your husband?
Good question, Kevin.
I've turned down 2 proposals because,
Okay,
oh my
how
God,
many
I don't
children
even
do
want to
you
go
have?
there.
How many children do you have?
I have 1 child.
Okay, why are you so upset that I'm telling the reality that men want? Men don't want women who have children by other men, especially
I disagree
productive,
because a lot of
competitive,
men want me.
excuse me, especially productive, competitive, successful men. Higher value men choose overwhelmingly to start their own families. See, what you have a problem with, man, is men finally saying what men have always thought. If you don't want the downsides or consequences that come along with being a single mother, get married before you have a baby.
Great point here, Kevin. And here's the thing. I just want to piggyback on what he just said here. Yes, there are situations, and we've seen it, especially in my family, where men do marry women who do have kids and become stepfathers. But what he's talking about is the high value men, the Henrys, the high earners not rich yet, men who do not have kids already, who are successful in their endeavors, in their professional careers. And these are the men who prefer women who do not have any kids because they want to build their own family. They want to build their own legacy. And the stats showcase this in the fact that only 26% of Black women will all be married. All 26%. And the next stat is white women at 53%. So the stats don't lie when the fact that men are not choosing single mothers. Let's continue.
I appreciate the truth and the honesty.
Then what's the
Another thing-
problem?
Then
what's the-
I have one more question.
But what's the problem with saying?
I just don't feel like
What's
that's
the feelings, man? What's the problem?
that's-
with
She's
tell-
all
that's
very
you cannot
not true
overtalk
because
me.
my
You cannot
mom
you cannot overtalk me. You cannot do that. Calm down and just respond. You can unmute yourself, but you can't overtalk me. See,
Before she kicks back in, have you noticed how Kevin is very calm in his demeanor? He's not getting loud. He's not being upset. You see her from the get-go, just from the conversation, that she's being loud. She's over talking. She's in emotions. She's always talking about how I feel and how this makes other women feel a certain way. And Kevin is being calm. He's giving constructive criticism, and he is being on point. Something that women have a hard time doing here. So that's the reason why I wanted to showcase this point, because everybody wants to browbeat and think Kevin Samuels is this big bad wolf. No, he is a man who cared about the Black community. Let's continue.
this is another reason dealing with women with children, you get overly emotional because your children are important to you, but they're important to you, not us. You can unmute yourself.
Wow, that is not true. You're
You can
one-sided.
excuse me. No. Your children are important to you. They're not important to us. It's like my child is
A
important to
high
me.
value man.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You hear her?
Your child is important to you. It's not important to us. And here's the real question.
Who is
Why-
us? Who
You
is
hear
us?
her?
Other men out there, the public, not
You
the
consider
men.
yourself a high
Excuse me,
value
man. No,
man,
this ain't about me, ma'am.
I just want to pause that here for a second. We said, what do you mean us? Who are you talking about us? See, this whole conversation is all about her. She doesn't like the way this feels because she is a single mother who did not take on the responsibility or acts or whatever, trying to commit to the man who gave her a child, the highest honor that any woman can give. And basically says that men don't want this here. So that you're having a hard time accepting this because you are understanding that if he's saying this, does this apply to me? No, this can't be true, Mr. Samuels, but it is. Let's continue.
Why didn't you marry the man you chose to have a child with?
Good question.
He wasn't good enough for me.
Well, then okay. So what I need you to understand, on the open dating market, you come into the open dating market with a baby from a man you say wasn't good enough for you. To us, to men like myself, to men with good sense, that would says she is a poor judge of character because she gave a man the highest honor a woman can give any man on the planet, a child. And then she gave a man who wasn't good enough for her a baby. Sorry, ma'am. Don't get upset because
I agree with that.
But if you agree with it, then understand
I agree
there's
with
a
that
reason.
part, but I also want to say that I'm allowed to make poor judgments in
Yes,
my life because
you are. But you are. Stop. No, yeah, you are. But we don't have. But understand. So listen. You are. But the world does not owe you understanding. You're allowed to make.
They
poor
don't.
judgment.
But
guess what? We are going to
judge. Does it too,
ma'am.
We all do it.
If you don't sit your emotional self down, lady, I'm sorry. The world is not going to continue.
Growth.
The world ain't going to continue to. First of all, your child is your least of your problems. And this is the kind of bull that goes on too often with women, black women in particular. Think because you can get your ass up here and be emotional and talk loud, it's going to overcome the fact that you made a baby with a dude that you say ain't good enough. That's your problem. The world does not owe you understanding. And you sound like you need a whole lot of damn therapy because you're far too angry about you chose to do.
And on that note, I'm going to stop the video here because that he makes a great point here. She is far too emotional just for this conversation to deal where it deal with here. And he makes a great point. She needs to enroll in therapy. She needs to see someone who's a licensed doctor to get these items on the table, because the fact that she is getting this emotional, she is feeling this way. She is pushing back on what Kevin Samuels saying. A man. See, women never want to listen to what men say, what men think, how men feel. And then when it comes to it, they get to a certain age, what do women say? Where are all the good men at? Why are all these doggone men at? These men are so bad. These men are horrible. But we've been speaking to you the entire time. We've been giving you information. We've been giving you messages, but it goes in one ear and out the other. So family, tribe, what is this showing here? The fact that a woman who is a single mother, she did not want to accept the accountability of her actions. She even said, yes, I am allowed to make these mistakes. Yes, you are. But the world does not owe you any understanding. You make these mistakes. You have to dwell in these mistakes. You have to own it and then grow up and move forward and move on. But if you're wondering why the actions and then the items that you're looking for is not happening, you have to look at your past, because your past is a reflection of what's going on in your present that impacts your future. So men in my tribe here, if you run across a woman like this here who is so emotional when she's talking about her kids, here's the thing. She loves her child. She loves her children. And of course, she's going to feel a certain type of way. But that does not mean that you need to take this on, that you have this same level of emotional attachment that's going on, because we love our kids our way. You love your kids your way, but we do not have any ownership on that. We are not the child's father. We are not the parent. And so knowing that, we're not going to have that same emotional investment. That's why, men, that's why it's always good to look for a woman who does not have any kids, a woman that's going to be on your schedule, who's going to be on your accord, who's going to rock with you so that you can build your own family, your own legacy. Otherwise, ladies, if you're moving like this lady here, you're going to be single and die alone and be very emotional and just hate men in general. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. Let me know what you think about my commentary. Let me know what you think about the late, great Kevin Samuels and all the great wisdom that he given us here, who was gone too soon. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.